red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Kick is
extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. His throw incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The wide receiver, the ball.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Check that.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. "21 yards. Well done on the return."
1st and 10.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. Gone. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Goff. Now he'll escape to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Rams nothing.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So a gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
Over the middle to Smith. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back up the back 7.
Akers, he coughs it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they're going option left. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2nd and 8. At the 13-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown, LA.
Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Tannehill. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts,
1st and 10 at the
as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Los Angeles.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 41-yard line.
Going right back to Akers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run on first down. Akers. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
On the carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
3 is on the return. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Akers. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Van Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith.
Complete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Akers hit. He coughs it up. And that might be Titan football. It is. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the prime.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Brings up a 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Gone. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Goff now to throw. He's going to let it fly. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10. at their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's good.
A big connection on that one, and even 50 yards.
Today's final score, Rams 20.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Los Angeles, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a